And we are live. I did that because I turned the light on. Hello, everybody. Welcome, episode 175 of the Canadian Brick Builders chat. Um, sorry, just checking a message. Another message. I'll check those later. Anyway, yeah, talking about what's with my phone. Oh, my phone's now telling me that we went live. Thanks, phone. I kind of knew that. Anyways, hello, everybody. Welcome, episode 175 of the Canadian Brick Builders chat. I just lost my screen. No, hold on. I'm losing my screen here, and I don't know why. That was weird. Hopefully everything's still good. I moved my laptop because I noticed there's a bit of gap between my laptop and my screen, and as I did that, I somehow disconnected my HDMI cable. Weird. Anyway, everything's good now. Not going to touch it again. Not a huge week for news. I mean, there were 5 sets announced, but just registering in my head, I think that was just 5 sets announced. Basically, the past 2 days, all gamer related, hence the great week for gamers tag here. Matt at 6 o'clock this afternoon said, sounds like a great topic. When will we see or get Civilization 4 minifigures? Just make them, Matt. Just make them. That's all I say. Because I think you can pretty much make a bunch of those figures, I think. You got Romans and gladiators and others, just general others, medieval. Anyway, hello, Battery Powered Bricks. Welcome. Been enjoying your Aquazone, Aquazone. You know what I mean. Your epic build with motorizing monorail and stuff. It's awesome. So keep it up. So yeah, it's what are we? Let's say January, July 24th. I was supposed to have a huge implementation on the weekend, and then a little thing hit on Friday called CrowdStrike, which caused a lot of our employees' computers to not work or to go into boot loop. So we ended up pushing that huge deployment till this weekend. Yay! So I had a bit of time on the weekend to relax and do stuff, so I did. I built my castle. My castle is technically done. The keep is up. All set up over there. I'll show some pictures in a minute. I I could do live cam right now, but no, we won't do that. I'll just show pictures. So yeah, lots bit to talk about. David Sincera said he may join us tonight, so we'll see if that happens. Cowdice is up in Sudbury area, I believe it was, so he won't be able to join us today. Matt probably won't show up, I'm thinking, because, well, I don't think he said he was coming. I know Cowdice definitely wasn't, and Sincere said he might, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's, I guess I'll talk about what I did. I built some sets this week. I built the new little Lamborghini sports car thingy, which is really cool design. David Sincere, the guy can get in. You just get your big grubby figures. You lift this window, and then you fold this forward, and the person can get in and out. So all good there. I don't like going full screen, but we will. And this one's one of those that doesn't look too bad without stickers. I mean, stickers would definitely enhance it, but there's some nice little weird work on the back end. It's a fun little build, I'll say that. I also built something without stickers, which was, well, here's a hint, 25 years. I built one of my Amazon purchases from the days, the Prime days. Built the Millennium Falcon. Again, another fun build. 10 bags, I think it was, something like that. All bags were pretty small. The Tentative 5. Oh, hey, he is here. I still have the Tentative 5 to build. Tentative 4, I mean, because the Tentative 5 hasn't been released. And I'm working on RGD2. I never got to finish it. Hey, Matt.
Hey, I'm happy to join. I've missed chat with you, and last Wednesday I had my own hockey game at the same time.
Yeah,
I was driving out to Bricks Rodeo, and then I was driving back to Rodeo. So
it's been a little while.
Every every Wednesday I just had a conflict, and I'm like, I feel like I haven't talked to Jeff in forever. But
Well, and when you put this in here at like 6 o'clock this afternoon, I thought, oh well, maybe he won't show up. But yeah, Romans, gladiators. There's like all the castle characters. You could pretty much do your own Civ 4, maybe. I don't know what else is missing, but there's probably others missing. Matt is currently dumping out bags of Pab that he got from the store. No, that he got from Shop at Home.
yes,
Preview
let me reverse my camera.
of
Oh,
his.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, reversing's fun.
Fun
Yeah.
car.
You have the most random bags of parts I've ever seen.
Actually, if you think about it, most of my parts are either for buildings or they're plant pieces.
Yeah.
They're usually one of those two. But I think this is the first time we got these in white, so that's
yeah, quite possibly.
And then there's these new. I thought these were Duplo when I first saw them. They're not.
No, they're from the Animal Crossing sets.
Oh, is that what they're from?
Yeah, because that's why there's different feet, different ones, different colors, different styles, because you can customize your Animal Crossing houses, so they gave extra parts.
And
Is
these
that gray?
Like the sand blue. This is a sand blue. And then in the Animal Crossing, we got the red door and the blue curvy window. So yeah,
cool, awesome. So what have you been doing for the past few weeks? I mean, we know about Brick Rodeo and stuff, and you don't have to go into in depth detail.
No,
what have you been working on?
Today is the last day of grading for summer class courses.
Yeah.
And I have been grading and putting off grading and feeling guilty about not grading for the last week.
Yeah.
And it's almost done. After I get off this chat, I probably will get off right at 10, even if we're not done chatting. But
we can probably finish by 10 anyhow.
I have one last item to go through for one class, and then grading is done. And it's like I get a 2.5 week break, and then fall starts. So.
Yeah, it's crazy that you guys fall starts that soon for you guys.
Yeah.
We're what 2-3 weeks into summer now here, because we go back.
Well, and it's different. College schedules are often different. From we have a shorter semester, but anyways, so I've been doing that, and I got back from Bricks Rodeo. I had a great time, but the moment I got back, I was behind on schoolwork, and the water main broke. The water line between our house and the road broke, and we had that to fix. It's just been.
Was there flooding in the house, or was it just?
It was all. The flooding was all in the outside. It was in the flower bed, which had standing water. It was draining around the corner of the house because there's a very steep hill. So once you get around the corner, it was flowing all the way down the hill. So that was a couple $1,000s to have that fixed. And we're dog sitting for a week. My friend and his partner went to London, so he has frankly an elderly dog, but she's very sweet. So we're dog sitting, and it just seems like not a lot of fun things, but starting tomorrow, it should get a lot more fun for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, cool.
The other thing is when I got back. Our lug here in Atlanta placed our first ever project support. Oh yeah, and it's for the new Hashima spinoff, which is going to be Neo Atlanta, which will be at the Atlanta Brick Convention in February. And so this is the first time our lug's ever done project support. And so our people here, they worked with Wisconsin Lug and talked to Simon Liu about just structure, and they ordered a lot of Technic pieces, a lot of infrastructure Technic stuff, and we placed that right after I got back from Texas. And to my surprise, Lego gave us an approval within 24 hours.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if they were like, let's just get these things off our plate, or if they are just that proactive.
Well, they probably look like you guys are a fairly good sized group, I would think, and you've never put through a lug support thing for that type of thing. So,
and I hope that they've at least heard of the Neo Hashima and they're aware of what it is, and that. So it's not like we completely explain from scratch what we're doing.
So, well, they know of new Hashima by now.
Yeah,
it's been in Europe too, because Simon brought it with him. Simon went to some of the European shows for it too.
So this does eventually connect back to Canada, which is I've been talking about coming up this year to Bricks in the Six, but I was talking to Meredith, and she was saying that I think she and Brian and somebody else were planning to go to Bricks in the Six in 2025.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting to chat with her a little bit more,
Hmm.
but I might delay it to next year. And so we
Yeah.
might have a whole group of us, especially if they're going to take like the new Hashima type elements to work
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
I'm guessing that's maybe what the plan is.
Yeah.
So if I'm building some units for that, I think it just makes more sense for me to
Yeah,
probably
yeah, that makes logical sense.
So,
We don't really know what the timing will be for next year. I hope it stays the same, like just so it's consistent. But
and that's my biggest reservation. So
yeah,
this year's date is much more convenient for me personally
yeah,
because classes are canceled the week after your Bricks in the Six for our holiday. And if
hmm,
it were 1 week earlier, it would be harder for me to get up and back
yeah.
and not and miss classes. So we'll
Good job.
see. But maybe there'll be a Atlanta contingent of us coming up for your
Cool.
big Toronto show, either
Cool.
maybe in 2 years. So we'll see.
All right. Well, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That might be one of the only shows I go to next year, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Well, just because if I'm going to Denmark,
Right. I
I
know.
need to save my dollars. Well, I'll go to Atlanta still in February, but um, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, cool. So you're gonna be sorting parts.
Yeah. I'll be
The
putting them in a
sorting
tray here
continues.
while we're talking. Yeah. I've also been, the right before I left for Bricks Rodeo, I literally was handing out boxes for our bulk lug. And so I haven't
Yeah,
put any of it away. And
yeah,
I've just started putting it away. And as usually is the case, it forces me to kind of rearrange where certain things are in the room.
hmm,
Fortunately, when we got our air condition replaced last year, I used to have a window unit or a stand-up unit that went out the window because this room's always hotter
in
than the
that
rest.
room. Yeah, okay.
And the new AC works much better, and so I've able to take that unit out, and so
Yeah,
I've added 6 more of these type of drawers behind me. So I actually do
okay.
have more space to work with, but now I've kind of reshuffled. So I moved all the tan, which was directly behind me, across the room because I don't build in tan that much, and I have a
Yeah,
lot of it. So
yeah,
I'm like, well, I might as well have right here something I'm going to turn around and grab a lot. So
yeah.
there's that
You're gonna
whole
shuffle.
putting stuff in drawers and
Yes.
then moving drawers within the room, and
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
this is this is the floor. So.
I've got a little pile of bags back here as well that are just stuff I need to put into overstock. Because in my back room, I have overstock of every color. Because if it doesn't fit in one of my Play-Doh bins, then I throw it into that. And usually when I'm building, that's where I go first to get parts. It's like, oh, I need these parts. Let me see if I've got them back there
Yeah,
first.
that's what I do with the closet that's in this room. So
Yeah.
like bags of masonry brick in various color,
Yeah.
I just put them in there because if I'm using them, I'm going to get them all out, and if I'm
Yeah,
not
you're gonna
using
use
them,
them.
they stay in
Yeah.
there. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
How's it been for you? I haven't chatted with you in a long time.
Good. I was just saying before, or when the chat started, that the castle is up and built.
Yes.
I am going to actually just jump over to that right now. This is my week in review. So basically, sorry, I'm just closing that one. I don't need that one. I on the weekend I had a friend over and we were chatting with some Lego stuff as well, and I realized that the walls, like I had, hold on, you know what? I just closed that and I shouldn't have. On the towers, I had these little tiny 1 plate wide walls or roof pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't look quite right. They weren't covering up all the areas in here that I needed them to cover up. So I was chatting with my friend and came up with a better idea. So I ripped off basically all the walls of the keep here.
Okay.
I also got parts in this week to help finish it. But basically, I went to like a 2 wide version. So these are the curved slopes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in these cracks, there's nothing I can do to fill them in. I've tried using the little wedge piece with the corner, like the 45-degree wedge piece. It doesn't fit in. It sticks too far out. So the best I could do was just get a 6 long plate in here as well. I took many pictures of it just so that I could show people what it looked like.
And then knowing you the way that I do, you probably tried a lot of different ways.
Oh yeah, I tried half plates. I tried jumper plates under here as well. I tried a bunch of different things. And then on the highest tower, I didn't extend that out just because it's a slightly different design. These ones have have brackets behind,
okay,
to give me 4 connection points, whereas these ones are just basically that 2x2 by 2/3 plate with the 2 studs on the side. So like the snot plate. So that the space here didn't work as well for that. Yeah, so I was just playing around. Yeah, this is the piece I tried to put into that gap, and it just wouldn't work. And as you can see here, it looks not too bad, but then when you look at it from above, it sticks out way too far. So, and that was like, I couldn't figure out from there where to go. And then the other thing I did was on the weekend I dry fit the keep and the towers on the castle, and I ended up realizing that my second tower, this one over on the left of the picture, was actually a plate too high.
Or
a plate too low. I can't remember what it was. It was off by a plate, so I had to bring it all back, and I raised it up. Yeah, I raised it up a plate, so it was a plate too low originally. But then that meant that on these towers, there's where these parts are. There was a little insert I had to put in just to follow the height of the octagons of towers above it, and that filler was basically a 1x3 plate tall, a little bit off of 1 by like a three studs tall vertically. Okay. So I was using a 3 one of the 3 long panels to make up the wall corners, like these parts here. And when I realized I was off by a plate, it meant I had to raise everything up, which means I'd have to lose that 3 and go down to a 2 plates, but then I would have gaps. And I was like, oh, I was trying to figure out how to do it, and then I realized, wait a moment, I can just go down. So I realized I can just basically drill into these 2 towers, drop them a bit in those areas. Oh, that's my Lego part order coming in. So that's what I started doing here, is like I basically tore apart the towers underneath, and then made basically a 10 plate high section, filled it in, and then I filled in most of the gaps as I was going here. So now it looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And I have other shots. I've taken a lot of shots. Yeah. So here's like most of the gaps filled in. I got a bit of a staircase here. There's still a little gap here I didn't deal with, but and even over here, that's even changed. I moved this over one more as well. So, but basically when that was done, I'm like, I'm actually done. I don't have anything to work on the keep. So I put the whole thing together on top of the castle. That was a few days ago. So it's now sitting on top of the castle. And then just tonight I sat there and I threw all the walls back up. So now the castle, let me just get to that. Well, this is the view from my desk as of yesterday, which the castle looks massively tall now. And then these are the pictures I took this evening just before the chat. Ignore the mess around it. But basically all the castle walls are up. There's still gaps in here because these tables are not leveled by any means. But that's probably one of the better shots there, I guess. Just so you can kind of see how it works or how it looks. So I'm happy with it. It's got about 1.5 feet before I hit the roof, so I'm good there. Not going any taller. Sorry?
I said don't hit the roof.
No. And then I took a shot. The last shot I took was from my desk. I don't know if it actually loaded. Doesn't look like it did. Let me just refresh this.
So you might know the answer to this. One of the parts that I got in the shipment is the window doors and in black and tan. And I don't know.
I noticed you had them in tan.
Are those new or are
those black might have existed. I think tan is definitely new.
Yeah. Okay.
So black could be new as well. I did see those and went, But I'm done building castle. Well, no, I'm not.
Well, I had 0 in my collection, so I ordered a couple just so I'd have them.
Yeah. Now my biggest debate now is do I now expand the countryside.
Yes.
That was my original idea before I redid the keep. So I'm gonna pull up the window shutters here for a minute.
You need to like have like an orchard. You can have like a farm area, and with pastoral scenes of lots of goats and cows.
Pastoral. I thought for a second there I was thinking priest scenes, and then pasture. Yeah. Well, what I wanted to do was I definitely wanted to put like a windmill in.
Yeah.
You know what? This is just going to be easier to just do this. Glass and shutter parts. Window glass shutter. This. Oh, there. This guy, I guess, is the newer style, right? It's the one that has the thicker ends. Color info. Black's been in 2 sets. Tan's in 1 set.
Okay.
Black is in. Oh, Black's been around since 2017 because it was in an Elves set, but it was also came back in Snow White's Cottage. So it's new. It's reintroduced recently, and the tan was in the medieval town square.
Another thing that you might be interested in for Atlanta BrickCon, I went ahead and when the Prime Day sale was going on, I bought a couple of sets for parts drafts, and I bought 2 copies of the medieval or the blacksmith shop for a parts draft. So that'll be on tap.
Look who just squeezed in, literally, because he's between us. Hey, Davey. No, wait. Hello, David. Davey is Cowdice. I can't call you Davey. That would be wrong. That would be totally wrong.
No overlapping nicknames.
No. How are you doing?
I'm a bit under the weather, to be honest. Jacob just gave me his cold, so.
Oh no. Oh no. And your audio sounds a little different, but that could just be because you have a bit of a cold.
Yeah, definitely because of my cold.
There you go. Well, welcome. Glad you made it. Have you been doing any Lego stuff the past month? Because that's how long it's been since you. No, it's not really, but
it's been 2 weeks. I wasn't there last week because I
I
was dead tired.
Yeah.
But but I want to pop in. I wanted to pop in.
And you're mute. We just lost your audio. Say something? Yeah, we lost audio. Are there batteries in that headset? No? Okay, let's talk like it. We're going to talk with a bad French accent. Oh. No, I can't do anything beyond that. Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute, Dave. Just say things randomly, and if we hear you, we'll either ignore you or acknowledge. We'll see.
Woo!
He left.
It's rough in here.
Oh, I think he's just reconnecting stuff, so he might join in again. So yeah, what did you say? It's a bit rough in here, is how he said? No.
Yeah, you're giving him a hard time.
Oh, I'm just bugging him because I miss him. Let's see if this works. He's kind of back, but no video, no audio. Now he's muted.
So another piece that I ordered in this part step that I think these are all new is the 1x2 brick with the single hole. So I got a couple of the new colors. Thought, well, who knows when I'll need them. That's how you end up becoming a parts hoarder. You just decide
pretty much
things that you don't even need because you might need them.
I think those have been around for probably 2 years now, I think.
The mold has,
yeah. Well, that piece itself that you were just showing, but I need them in dark brown for to actually completely finish my my Talus building. But for now, it's I've found a solution that I don't really like, but it's good enough. Yes, I got some of those with our order as well. You're muted.
I'm behind bars.
Yes. What I like about those, and the reason why I got them, is that they actually have clip holders on the sides, so you can actually put them in as fence lines. You can go sideways as well as vertical.
Also got this part.
Yep, from Speed Champions.
Just the single stud in the back, and it's in black and red. So I got a couple in each color. And I got
it's in more colors now too because they've had more.
the first of the reddish orange, not the dark orange.
Oh, that looks like dark orange on the camera. That's weird. But yeah,
maybe it is dark orange. I could be wrong. You know what? I think it is dark orange. I'll show.
Yeah, I was gonna say if your camera's accurate, I'd say that's reddish orange. So hopefully David comes back to us. While we're waiting for him to join again, we will jump into some news. He's muted again. We haven't heard him yet. I know, and like this is why I'm starting now, because there's a tractor Lego Ideas set combine harvester even, and since David Sincere can't talk, he can't say that this one has to become a Lego set, because then I'll have to buy it, even though it's 100% right. So yeah, Lego Ideas New Holland CR combine, 10,000 supporters. This is built by someone named Yellow. By Yellow Style, maybe, his latest project for 10,000 supporters. There hasn't been a lot in the past little while. This is the only one this week. The build features the new flagship combine that is used for harvesting crops. A couple other shots of it. So it's actually got a tread on the front. And it looks like it is. First, when I saw the front, it looked like there was more Technic than there actually is. But definitely the harvester part at the front, it's Technic. So yes, if this becomes a Lego Ideas set, yes, I will probably buy it, because tractors.
But it's not minifig scale.
It could be. I mean, it's not made. There's no minifig in it, but
no, it's bigger than minifig scale. Though.
Yeah, well, combines are pretty big.
I know. My grandfather was a farmer. I've ridden on his. So
there you go. But yeah, there was another Lego Ideas article, which is just all the Lego Ideas sets that are currently under development for July. It's been updated. So we'll just quickly scroll through. Since the Jaws set had come out, they decided to do a new version of this. So first up is Nightmare Before Christmas, approved February 2023. So I'm assuming this one will come out before Halloween. Hopefully, because it would make sense. That would be Halloween.
Because Halloween is really, truly, was for a long time just a very American holiday, but it started to get picked up in Europe, and it seems like it's a holiday that's kind of maybe getting international spread. I don't know.
For the record, it's been a Canadian holiday or a Canadian thing as well since I was a kid.
Okay, so maybe more North American.
You said an American, so
North American.
Yeah. But we tend to pick up things that you guys do, like Black Friday wasn't much of a thing when I was a kid, and now it's just crazy. Well, it's not crazy, it's just a waste of time. But anyways, next up we have Sincere, if you can still hear us, maybe just reboot your computer. Might help. I don't know. Next up we have Reading by FR_A Fra. This was July 2023 for Singles Day. Me, Myself, and I winner. My daughter had a funny saying the other day. My daughter loves reading books, and I heard her say this to her mom, and I had to laugh when I heard it. And it was the 7 Bs. Books before boys, because boys bring babies. And I'm like, oh my God.
What?
In other words, keep reading. Don't date people.
Oh.
That was kind of funny. Anyway. Maybe a little not PG, but we'll see. Next up, we have Disney Magic by 2A2A. This was a September 1st, 2023 Disney 100 Years of Fairy Tales building contest. So I don't know, there's no date on when these will actually become sets, but these are all potential sets. Actually, like most of them will be sets. The Twilight Colin House from December 19th, 2023. The Botanical Gardens, again, I'm still surprised this one came out, because by the time this came out or was voted on, we already had a Botanical Friends set.
Right.
But I guess that set sold well enough that they are considering this one. Okay, we have Picture of Dave.
Am I back?
Oh yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool.
You are back.
Yeah, but now you're speaking with a New Brunswick accent.
Yeah. Well, better that than a Newfoundland accent. But even though Newfoundland accents are great, I love them. It's just, Matt would probably have a problem with that one, which I don't understand.
Newfie speak.
Yeah. So should I continue with the news? I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Did you actually tell us what you'd been doing this past week?
No,
You
no.
been working? Got a cold?
No. Lego wise, I haven't done much. I bought the Ghost during Prime Days.
Yep.
And I bought Jacob because Jacob's birthday is coming up on August 1st.
Mhm.
So I bought him the Spider-Man set, the one with the Statue of Liberty and all this Spider-Man,
yeah.
because he's a big Spider-Man fan, and he wanted that set for a long time, and it was on sale on Prime Day, so I pulled the trigger on that one.
I debated that one too, but I didn't. Yeah.
So that's basically it, Lego wise, because I didn't buy anything and I didn't build anything. I was mostly working.
Yeah. Oh, Matt got his torsos in already for the new.
Did you order these? Because I just assumed these would be automatic for you.
I've got 10 of each of them already shipped. So I placed my order a little while after they became available, because if there was one of the parts I wanted to get wasn't there or something
In
like
stock.
that. I forget what the part was. Yeah, in stock. Yeah. So. Cool. All right. I guess we'll jump back into the news because Dave stopped talking and he's got food in his mouth.
Yeah, I got a cough
Lozenge.
drop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're talking about all the idea sets that are up and coming. A March 1st one called Knowledge is Power by Daniel Bradley, which was the celebrate the wonders of STEAM or STEM. There's no way.
I like that one because it's
this one.
Yeah, it's encouraging science, which we desperately need.
Agreed.
In these days. Yeah,
and it looks cool. Next up, we have the Exploring the Cosmos build from March of 2024, which is the Micro Rail Command Center, which does have a baby in the cockpit, so maybe it'll be a yellow one. Because I'm not going to let that go ever.
they should do a red one before they should do a yellow one.
I agree.
I'm convinced that there's an invisible space baby that we can't see behind that wall.
There totally is. Speaking of space babies, I walked into my my local grocery store today, Real Canadian Superstores, and they haven't had the collectible figs. They had the last series out, but they cleared those out. They probably had about 2 or 3 boxes. And I walked in today, and they actually had the current series, and they were actually marked to $5 instead of $6 like the last time. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So a few of them had been taken out, and I scanned the whole top section, and I found one of the Space Nanny sets or ones and a bunch of the Mtron power lifters, and I ended up just grabbing the baby because the babies are more important than.
I think that idea could have been build minifig to minifig scale. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that far off. So
there was a piece limit for these ones. I think there was like a 250 piece limit, so maybe that scale wouldn't have worked. I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool idea though, just because you get you're using the new rail track. I mean, if you have more of it, you can just make your own little layout with it type thing. So I'm all for it. Why not? Also approved March 13th, the Exploring the Cosmos contest as well. There was the moon car.
I really like that.
Which is minifig scale. Yep.
It looks slick. Look at that.
And look at all the cheese in the moon. But anyway. Then there's also the minifig prize machine, which we all know and can't wait for because it's the May 2nd one. This was also the one that had the vote for a castle fig or a space fig, and a space fig. So we still don't know what color has won that one, but hopefully that news gets to us eventually. The Western River Steamboat, which was May 2nd of 24. This was the second 2023 review stage winner, so there's 2 of them. And then a build the gift of purchase set in your dreams. Wow,
I love that.
Yeah, this is the snails from May of this year. Will be a future GWP, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I agree. So yeah,
that looks good with the set they just put out recently with the 3 insects
Yep.
Which I bought and built.
There you go. There you go. All right. Next up, we've talked about this book a few times now, but this book is finally available in the Lego Shop at Home store, and it's got some massive price tag on it. So this is the Star Wars: The Force of Creativity coffee table book. When I say massive price tag in US, I think it's $100, $150 US.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's apparently pretty big, and Canadian, it doesn't exist. Wow, that's interesting. This I know it's a big one, and I know also it didn't apply in the past. It didn't apply for double VIP points or anything like that, because I guess Lego is just selling it as a, it's built made by someone else, and Lego is just selling it in the store to probably due to the high price point. It was available for pre-order for a while, but now it's shipping to those who previously did pre-order it. So that's happening. All right. The August, we're like 6-7 days away from the end of August or the end of July. Oh, really? August 1st is like next Wednesday? No, 31st is next Wednesday. So ideally, this would probably be a better article for next Wednesday, but there's not that many news articles, so we're just going to hit it now. We're going to scan over it right now because I just realized the August wave is massive. So
you could split it and cover some stuff today, and then cover some stuff.
We could.
Then
first
you
up,
could lavish. You could lavish more time on each set.
First up, we know there is one gift for purchase that will be available with the Technic McLaren P1, which is this little Technic model here. The interesting thing is I saw a video of this moving, and I thought really you just turn the wheel and the P1 actually spun around, but the P1 kind of does, like, it doesn't actually fully spin. It waves a bit. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't do what I thought it did.
Like a flag.
Yeah, more like a flag. Exactly. It oscillates back and forth kind of thing. And there was a lot of gearing inside this box, so I just thought, wow, they're really gearing that thing up or down. But yeah, there's obviously a reason for that. Okay, Animal Crossing sets. We got 2 new ones that are joining in. All prices are in American dollars. We have the Build Together sets, which is the Lego Travel Moments and the Message Board sets. The City sets, which are a few of the Jungle Explorer ones. Actually, only one of the Jungle Explorer ones, and the rest of the City ones that are coming out. Most importantly, Dave, you knew I was going to call you out on this.
A helicopter.
A helicopter. Okay. $99 US.
Yeah, it's a bit pricey for the piece count.
Yeah, and
you cannot put a value on a helicopter.
the next or no,
I put a value on everything except friendship.
Well, so maybe you should start doing that too. The Exoforce City roller coaster set is also coming out. Creator 3-in-1, we have the Modern House, which actually I really like. I haven't bought a 3-in-1 set for a little while, but this one might be interesting. From DC, we have the Batman Mech Armor, the Batcave with Batman, Batgirl, Joker, Batman construction figure, and the Batpod bike, or construction figure they're calling them now, I guess.
You will freeze to death.
And then this one, the Batman with the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze. Disney, we have Antonio's Animal Sanctuary from Encanto. We have all the new Dream sets coming out. Some Duplo sets. The Jaws Ideas set, which is actually my 3rd release. The Jurassic World, 3 Jurassic World sets. A bunch of Marvel sets, all the Marvel ones that are coming out as well. $80 US. Monkey Kid, he doesn't have a theme for that one. There's 4 Monkey Kid sets coming out. 5 Ninjago sets as well. Peppa the Pig. Sonic the Hedgehog. There are 3 sets coming out for Sonic. The 2 Speed Champions, the NASCAR one here and the Ferrari F40, which is a much better model. I don't know why they put the NASCAR one here, but anyway. Then we have the new Star Wars sets, the alternate mix and match universe thingy, like the Dark Falcon and a few other ones. Also the related sets. Why is his mic working? Weird. Super Mario, we have a bunch of the new Super Mario sets. And then the big Technic releases, the biggest one being the McLaren P1, and also the Mercedes-Benz, the orange Mercedes-Benz we talked about last week is coming out as well. And the Lunar Rover vehicle. I thought that one was already out. I thought this thing was already out. I didn't realize it hadn't been released yet.
No, it's not been released yet.
Wow. Okay.
Could it be that it was released in Europe or something?
It could have been. I haven't really. I saw an article. I saw someone mentioned somewhere this week, and I thought, oh yeah, I haven't really seen anybody talk about that set much, but I guess that's why. And actually, I'm just going to click on one of these because I want to see the banner at Shop at Home. Yes. Okay. So also came back this week is a gift for purchase. The dice box for Dungeons and Dragons. The Mimic, which is what Mr. Sincere is currently trying to do. It has returned and is available with the Dungeons and Dragons set again.
I don't even know if it makes that sound.
I don't know. So it's been available for 3 days now, and it's still there, so that's good. So if you wanted the Dungeons and Dragons set,
that good for the customer, but not for Lego.
Well, yes, there's still some available. And this set is what, $300? I forget how much this set is. $359 US. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I know why it's still available.
It's a pricey.
Even if you flipped the GWP for
$60,
it's still going to be a mint to get
still,
that.
Yeah. Wow.
It's only money. You don't want to leave too much for your children. Come on, do it.
I'm not doing it.
It's anyway. Soul. You have to.
No, you know what? I have a list of sets I want to buy even before this one gets there, like that in order of when they were released, because I want to buy some of the older stuff first. I still haven't gotten last year's modular, which I usually get like within the
museum.
The museum, yeah.
I'm actually building that right now downstairs in front of the TV.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to, so because I don't have it. But all right. And now we're into new sets announced this week. First of all, today's announcement of Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow Bust.
Yeah.
Which, it's interesting to me that we got a Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow set versus an actual Sonic bust. Like I would have expected that to come before the character. And I don't know enough about Sonic to know if this is a better character or anything like that. I assume Sonic would be the first one coming out because it is,
Yeah, it should have been Sonic. I don't know why they are making these. I mean, I get the appeal of the Star Wars one because there are a lot Star Wars fans will just buy anything.
Hey, I'm right here.
So you agree then?
And you agree, Matt. You Star Wars fan will buy anything, but that I really don't know if Hedgehog fans are gonna buy just like a head.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say this. I mean, like I think I am not a gamer personally, but I have bought a fair number of the gamer related sets and sold off the minifigs, and there's definitely a market. Like people who play games, but that's true for minifigs. I don't know if it'll be there for sculptures.
Yeah.
So that's the interesting thing.
I mean, obviously there's gonna be the diehard Sonic fans that will get this because they're Sonic fans, right? That's like this. Their life is Sonic the Hedgehog. But beyond that, I don't know. So this was actually Hollywood reported. The Hollywood Reported revealed this set. It will be showcased at San Diego Comic-Con, which actually is starting, I think, today or tomorrow. and the head bust from Lego Star Wars themes. Sorry.
Head busts.
Sorry, the head busts from the Lego Star Wars theme has made its way over to Sonic the Hedgehog, featuring his arch rival. There's no information yet on the pricing or piece count at this time, but it will most likely be revealed tomorrow when preview night starts. Okay, so Comic-Con starts tomorrow.
All I can think of is the Police Academy scene where he breaks in and a very large-chested woman goes, "Is this a bust?" And he goes, "Why, yes, it is."
I haven't watched those movies for a very long time. I was a youngin when those movies came out, and that was probably the last time I saw them. And I'm guessing there's a lot more humor in it now that I would find that I didn't have when I was, in my early teens.
Yes. Yeah. We went back and rewatched Airplane, the movie, and we went through as the jokes were going and saying which ones you could put in a movie today and which ones you couldn't. But we still laughed. We were entertained, but there was definitely some stuff that was like, no, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also announced yesterday, and this is also, I think, tying into Comic-Con as well, most likely, or just because they wanted to announce it now. Lego Fortnite sets have been officially announced. These were leaked a few days ago, like the day before. And it's quite the figure selection in these. I don't play Fortnite. My kid does. I sent him images of these, and basically the first thing he said was, "Oh Jesus." Don't know why, but he was like, "Okay." He's a Fortnite player.
Buy the first day set and sell the minifigs on Bricklink.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so the Fortnite sets will be available October 1st. They are available for pre-order today. There's 4 sets in the range. The first one is the Durr Burger. I'm happy to say I have no knowledge of what this is. Obviously,
it's a burger who's alive.
Yeah.
And maybe eating people.
Maybe someone will buy it to go with their burger shop, the City Burger Shop set that came out recently. And he does have an olive in his head. But yeah, 193 pieces, $14.99 US. It does absolutely nothing because they're showing it from multiple angles. It's like it's a burger. We get it with a tongue, unless it's a piece of raw bacon. I don't know. Anyways, this one is the weird one for me. Again, yeah, the burger truck. There we go. There's also wasn't there also a burger stand, or is that the same set? I think there's another one with a burger stand.
I don't know. I didn't buy that one.
Okay, and I'm just going to make a comment about this article. Whoever wrote this article obviously decided that every picture that was released needs to be included in the press release because we got the box, we got the front, we got another front shot.
Burger,
back, and then okay. Next up is the supply llama. I do know what this is for because this is the what you can get to and you can get like loot and stuff. The loot llama.
The loot llama.
It's 691 pieces, $40 US. And it comes with a bunch of little loot things from the game. This technically is the second llama Lego's produced because there's been a make and take event / also a there was a gift or giveaway that was done for some of the influencers with a llama. Not this llama, it was a lot smaller. But so yeah, we have the box, we have the llama's front, the llama with all the loot in his belt, in his back, side position of the llama.
Sorry to the content creators.
Yes.
When are you? Where are you rated in Lego blogs based in Canada? Are you number 1 or number 2?
No. End of story.
And number 2 being the last place.
Yeah, I don't. Are we a blog? No.
Nope.
Vlog? No, we don't. No.
Nope.
Video log.
Yeah, a vlogger. I don't vlog. So llama from this side, llama from the other side was the previous picture. Llama with the side open. Llama from an upward angle.
All the pictures. It's
llama
easier.
head.
I think we need 5 pictures.
Llama from the other side with the exact same loot coming out. Yeah. So, okay. And then a picture of every piece of loot.
The
dynamite.
Oh yeah, the dynamite piece. Oh, that's interesting.
This one is actually kind of interesting. This one was kind of like, huh? Peely Bone, 1,414 pieces,
Peely
99
Bone?
US. Peely Bone, and it is a banana that's half skeleton.
I kind of want this. I know nothing about the game.
Yeah.
Peely Bone.
I mean, I'm looking at it going, there is like literally a minifig skeleton in this.
Yes.
Right? And a banana. I mean, you can almost invert it and make a whole banana and a whole skeleton if you have two of these. Probably not, because the mouthpiece wouldn't quite work because it's a printed piece. But yeah, it's a banana holding a gun and a banana weapon and has a banana backpack. The new the double leaf piece is going to be available in yellow in this set.
Ooh.
So now you can buy that piece of stuff. Macaroni tiles in the bright pink.
The intestines are really taking the concept all the way. I'm just going to say.
Yes. No determination if this is a male or female banana.
We could remedy
that. Yeah, it was this shot that I was like, huh. Like, I mean, ideally that could be a minifig torso.
Is that your staff? You're just happy to see me.
And then a shot of the blaster, and then a shot of the weapon, and then a shot of the top of the banana weapon. Anyways, and last but not least is the battle bus, 954 pieces, also $100 US. I'm going to read the minifigures out because I can read them here and can't tell them apart. Anyway, Trespasser Elite, Battalion Brawler, Cuddle Team Leader, Cube Assassin, Bite Bomber, Adventure Peely, the banana, Raven, Meow Skills. Anyways, and Drift. This one is a weird spelling to me. Meow skills. Anyways, so the battle bus, which is known enough, like I know what this is. This is how you get into the game each time it starts. The bus drops off.
See, I didn't know that.
It's a blue bus, which is cool because the game has a blue bus. The biggest complaint I've heard about this already online is that it comes with 3 train doors in blue. They're all the left-hand side doors. So if they had given at least a right, because there's one on the back, there's one on each side, and they're all the same direction, and I'm like, oh man. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite the assortment of figs with this one, including a new cat head at the looks of it. But don't worry, there'll be bigger pictures of all the figs in a minute, because every picture's in here. The bus actually looks pretty cool as well. This armature does disconnect, and it comes with the roof, so it becomes its own separate piece. So you can actually play or get the figures inside the bus. All the figures do fit inside the bus as well. So yeah, there's the bus without the roof on it. There's the inside of the bus. There's seating for almost everybody. So that's pretty decent. There's the roof part.
The roof is on the bus.
And then we have the figures.
But what about the wheels? Do the wheels on the bus go round and round?
They do, but they don't need to because the bus is floating and flying, not driving. But yeah, then we have the figures. We've got again no names on these figures because I already read them out earlier, and somehow it shifted up. But we have a couple of shots of the pink guy. We got this guy, this person.
Technical term.
Yeah. Who also has a helmet at the looks of it because that's the same torso. Yeah, I know nothing about Fortnite. I know there's a banana. That's about it. This is basically the same stuff that I've seen on the Blacktron. There was one of those Blacktron guys years ago. I don't know if the shoulder armor is the same, but there's an interesting demon type
Spider Gwen thing.
Like I said, this cat head is new as far as I can tell.
Meow.
It looks really small, but it's actually kind of interesting.
That cat is ripped.
That cat is ripped. There's this dude who was driving the bus earlier. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Another character, the banana. And then a lady with a unicorn or with a llama on her head, on her torso. So yeah, again, zero knowledge of Fortnite. Please forgive me. I've never played. I've watched my kid play, and get killed pretty quick sometimes, and then got better and not got killed, but still getting killed. Anyways,
wait, there's
New Elementary did a review on the new crane set, which I believe is available currently. If not, it'll be available August 1st. I know it's available in Europe, and that's why it's here. But lots of bright light yellow sets or bright light orange parts in this set that are coming out. I may buy this crane because I like cranes because I'm weird. There's the new crane section here, which they've done a comparison with the older style crane section that existed in the past, which is this one here. And they've just done some comparisons. It does have a curve that fits nicely with the 1x3 or the 1x2 arch pieces. Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Space
multi-crane.
Yeah, I thought that too. Space. there's rocket thrusters. There's this new worm gear plate that has like the plate studs on the top, and on the bottom has grooves for the new spiral worm gear.
That worm gear ended up on our bulk lug list. I did not get it. It's really big. I didn't realize how large it was.
Yeah, it's like 6 long, I think.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of tiles, like the 4x6 tile or the 4x8 tiles as well. So I guess it's just showing all the different inverted tiles that are now available. Let's put it that way. This also does a 90-degree angle because the slope on here, you can actually put it at 90. Interesting. There's this newer hitch piece that they're using for the legs of the crane. That's just a ball joint on a plate. There's their string. Some recolors in the bright light orange. More recolors. Oh, no, not so common parts. And then it's just some other ones. So
nobody cares about yellow. Let's be honest.
This windscreen and trans clear is only in one other set.
It comes in yellow.
Let's just say all the yellow parts got moved to the far side of my Lego room for a reason.
Yeah. There are some nice prints though. This print I'm really liking because it's the 1x1. It's like the construction thing. But then you also see this, and it's like, oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Lots of possibilities.
I want like 100 of these.
I could see that ending up on somebody's bulk lug list.
I also want this in yellow. I also want this to come out in yellow and black, which I think it might have already. But yeah. And then there's also the 2x2 version of that as well. And then the minifigures and the crane itself. Like I said, this one is a possibility on my list. I don't know. Again, lower on my list because, but it's a crane and I kind of want it. Anyway. Also,
and he has a toilet.
Yeah. Is the goat still available? The goat. The day after our last chat, the goat became available, and they posted it. Let's just see if it is. It is still available. My gosh, the goat has been online for a week.
Well, I got my 10 in, so I'm good for a while.
Yeah. So the goat, the wolf tack torso, I know that one has definitely sold out again. So they had come back in, and I placed an order last week for that one. And then there's also some other parts that have come back in. Pad parts from the medieval Times Square or medieval Market Square, you know what I mean. The shield I've already got. There's that window that Matt had earlier.
The torsos.
Is this just everything? Oh, this is everything from that set. So.
Yep.
Anyway, so New Elementary has a list of these parts. There's a 1x2 brick, grill brick in dark green, back again after a 20-year break. Oh my gosh. The parts from the Seven Dwarf set are also in there. The wedge tiles are available in multiple colors as long as the cheese graters. Actually, I want to see what colors these are in. And then
we want to see.
Well.
We want to see. We want to see.
I got those in. I got those in four colors right in front of me.
Yeah, they're in a lot more now. I do wish they would actually write the color on here as well. Because are they in light gray yet? I think they're out in light gray. They're just not actually available on Pab yet in light gray. But they are in dark gray. Okay. Anyway, and also there was the cheese wedges, the cheese grater ones, which is interesting because there's 2 different parts here. So available in blue, black, white, and medium blue, I believe, light royal blue. And it looks like there's 3 of them that were added here and then removed for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so those are some interesting parts that are available. Lego, I actually forgot to move this forward into the news, but Lego stores in North America, Canada, US, are hosting a Make and Take event on April the, when was it?
April?
Yeah, April, yes, April. August
April?
the 4th. Shut up. August the 4th from 12 till 2. There's a back to school event, even though in most of, actually all of Canada, I think, we're not going back to September. So obviously this is geared more towards the American market, but they decided to do it here in Canada as well, so we didn't complain. So thank you, but I don't want to go to do or back to school stuff at the beginning of August, let alone April.
Yeah, but that's when you're going
Back
to buy all. Yeah, you're going to buy all the necessary stuff for back to school. So
yeah,
because at least over here in Quebec, we already got the lists of stuff that we need to buy. So and Walmart's and the likes are already moving back to
and
school
you
stuff.
guys are a week ahead of us, I think, for back to school.
Yeah, we're the last week of August. So
yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be, like I said, in Lego stores August 4th from 12 to 2. There was something else here. First come, first serve basis while supplies last, and is limited to 1 model per customer. There's no word on when this back to school Apple promotion will arrive in other territories, but there's no reason why the make and take should be limited to just 2 regions. So yeah, and there's also this one that I kind of seemed interesting. A fan has created has taken the current Bumblebee set and made a different version of it that doesn't transform, just the Bumblebee, using all the parts on. And this is on. This has been posted on Rebrickable. So if you buy the Lego Bumblebee set, and I think the instructions were an additional $10 US, and you can go from the original Bumblebee to a much
the movie like
Bumblebee. Yeah, pretty much the movie Bumblebee that is more posable. Again, doesn't transform, but still looks pretty cool.
And I haven't seen the Bumblebee the movie. I think that's what gets you into the movie is that you connect with Bumblebee. You feel for him.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't talk but you look at his expression, and I think he was the best actor in all that movie.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'd be tempted to buy a second copy of Bumblebee. Note, I haven't even bought my first copy of Bumblebee. But I mean, this is a pretty decent looking model. And the fact that it doesn't use any additional parts, to me, makes it.
I thought Star Wars fans were an easy target.
Well, how many Transformers sets have we had in the past 10 or past 20 years there, Matt?
I don't know. I don't like Transformers.
Wow.
Well, I've read an article recently that says that Transformer is one of the biggest grosses, or well, the one of the franchise that got the most out of, like,
the most profits
out of stuff, apart from probably Star Wars.
Are you talking about merchandise wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, they're still putting out Transformer toys these days and still doing like Generation 1 Transformer type stuff, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
So then the last item I had was, I just saw this on Brothers Brick, and I didn't pull up any other Brothers Brick. I've been kind of not doing that because we've had a lot of news. But this was just kind of an interesting learn how to build a spaceship like a true master AFL. This is by Nick, or build by Nick Trotta, and just a cool looking little spaceship, but I guess the instructions are available.
Yeah, because this is a like an instruction.
Yeah,
It's
instruction
not
guide. And the instructions are on his website. So head over to blah blah blah.
like
the Brothers Brick.
plastics.
The Brothers Brick to get that article, and then you can go on here, and it looks like he's got a few different models that are available with instructions. So if you like what you see, then head over here. Like I said, it just looks like a cool model. Is there a better picture? Anyway. So yeah, that wraps up the news. Not a huge amount of news, and close to 10 o'clock. Matt was saying he might want to leave at about 10 o'clock, so because he's got some marking to do because he's still teaching.
One last item to grade, and then grades are due at 9:30 in the morning. Or I could just get up at 6 a.m. and grade it and stay on. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we want to talk about. If we want to continue chatting, we can. If we want to call it a night, because some people are have colds, and some people want to go grade. Well, don't want to go grade, but need to go grade. That's probably I'm okay with that too. It's up to you guys. Maybe our streams for the summer will be a little shorter due to summer.
Yeah, due to summer.
What are you talking about?
But I wanted to say, and I told you that in our private chat, Jeff. But I think your new keep it totally rocks. I mean,
oh, my keep, yes.
Yeah, that in itself could be like a model that you could display, and it would be awesome.
Well, it is a model that I display.
Yeah, but just that.
Take the compliment, Jeff.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's probably the only thing I'm going to be bringing to shows, just because
it takes so long to set up.
Well, I think that keep is now might have maxed out the trailer.
Yeah. Having helped you pack the trailer, I can vouch for this.
Yeah, I had room for one more bin, and I think I'm going to have to buy a bin to put the rest of that in. So there's that, and if I add in the other side, I'm going to have more landscaping to put in. So, and that means I can put some stuff in the car still, but maybe the classics of base mosaic goes away.
How long does it take you to set it up? And like, does Bricks in the Six, does it have 1 day of setup or 2 days of setup?
Well, we're going to be able to get in Wednesday at 6 p.m. Okay. I should have it done probably by the end of day Thursday. Okay. I could probably set it up quicker. It's a lot of stuff to set up, and I like taking my time and doing it. Also, last year I had someone behind me that was bugging me and yelling at me for stepping.
Bugging you.
His mocks were on the floor the whole time.
So. I don't mean to bug you.
No, I'm just joking. I also, speaking of my classic space mosaic, the dark purple dots finally became available, so I got some of those in a couple of weeks ago. Because those were never available, and I have just 1x1 plates in mine, 1x1 round plates. So
now I got to go place another order. Why do you do this to me?
I actually mentioned that a while ago, Matt. And you didn't.
I know.
You didn't hear, so. Actually, I told you directly. Now that I think about it, because I'm like, you need to add that to your palette.
But, you did. I'm just teasing you.
I know, because you can. So
I have space I do have space in my palette. Dark purple. So there's a few empty slots. So I can.
Yeah, I have 3 or 4 spots in my palette as well for them. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll call it a night. Obviously, if we get a major news week, then it will run a little longer. But we'll try and keep it within the hour-ish range for the next little while. So thanks everybody for coming in.
It's the middle of summer, so it's going to be a slow news.
See, and this is the difference between Quebec and Ontario. It is the middle of summer in Quebec because they go back to the end of August, and we're now middle of 24th of July. In Ontario, we have an extra week, so the middle of August or the middle of summer is the 1st of August for us. But anyway, I'm not going to complain.
It's currently like in Quebec, we're in the middle of the construction week that they call it. Everybody who works in construction has 2 weeks off. The last 2 of July. So
is that right?
Yep.
In Quebec, they all move on Canada on July 1st.
July 1st, yeah.
So I don't understand how moving trucks have a business on the rest of the year. Like, how does U-Haul survive for the rest of the year if everybody moves on July 1st?
So do people's leases all expire? Like,
July? Yeah.
Is that law?
I think it started as a law.
It's probably blame it on the French. They probably started.
But yeah, I think it's law because that it was made so that all of the apartments would be available at the same date. So you don't have
people wouldn't have to be between houses, I guess.
Yeah.
I get that. It's just, how does that work for anybody trying to move on that day? Like,
you have to plan ahead.
Yeah.
Like if you want if you want movers, you really have to get them. You have to appoint them like months before.
Yeah, like July 2nd.
And they're probably gonna give you like a time slot saying, yeah, we can move you, but your stuff has to be ready at like 8 a.m. and we have to like disembark everything at 10 a.m. So we're giving you 2 hours.
We're gonna back the truck up, go like this, and drive away really quickly.
Yeah.
That's
and if you want like move that you rent a truck and move yourself, you gotta.
French school boards in Ontario start school late August as well. That's interesting. I guess they're trying to keep up with Quebec, but anyways, all right, we'll end the chat because I know people want to go do stuff. Anyways, have a good night, everybody.
Grade papers.
Enjoy grading papers. I'm hitting the button.